Hello everyone. Hope you all are safe and sound. Let us start today's session. In our previous session, we learnt about factors on which the resistance of a conductor depends. Also, we learnt about electrical resistivity. Now we are going to learn an important topic, which is resistance of a system of resistors. So, we will learn some simple electric circuits. We know that how the electric current through a conductor depends on its resistance that we know and the potential difference across its ends. So we have to remember these two things, that the electric current flowing through an electric circuit depends on these two things, resistance and potential difference. In different electrical gadgets, we often use resistors in various combinations. So the resistors are used in different combination in an electric circuit. And we have to apply Ohm's law for this combination of resistors. Here in this chapter, we are going to learn two methods of joining resistors together. How we will join the resistors together, that we will see in this chapter. So, as shown in the figure 12.6 and figure 12.7. Here, this figure shows that electric circuits are there in which three resistors, and the name of the resistors are R1, R2 and R3. How they are joined end to end. Now, I want to inform you that both the topics are very much important for your exam also. First of all, let us look at figure 12.6. This is an electric circuit of combination of three resistors. You can see in the circuit there are three resistors which are R1, R2 and R3. How are they connected? You can see in the figure that they are connected end to end, which means they are in series. From the figure we can say that they are joined with each other end to end. That means first R1 resistance is kept, then with that R1 resistor only, at the end of R1 resistor the starting of R2 resistor is there, and at the end of R2 resistor R3 resistor is joined. This means they are joined end to end with each other. So we have to say that, in other words, we can say that the resistors are connected in series. Now this you have to remember, when the resistors are connected in series, this way you have to draw a figure. Now, what else is there in an electric circuit for this series connection? You can see there is an ammeter. How this ammeter is connected? In series connection. There is a combination of cells which is called a battery. Also, there is a voltmeter. Now, you see in the figure, voltmeter is connected parallel. So, this figure you have to remember. It shows resistors in series. Okay, so this way we can say it is a series combination of resistors. It is very much easy. Let us refer to figure number 12.7. This shows a combination of resistors. Here also three resistors are there, R1, R2 and R3. How are they connected? They are connected together between points X and Y. As you see in the figure, they are connected parallel to each other. We all know the concept of parallel lines in maths, right? So that way these resistors are kept parallel to each other, and their endpoints, you can see their endpoints are joined together between points x and y. Also, there is ammeter, voltmeter, cells, and a key. So this is called resistors in parallel combination. Now we will learn this both the types in detail. First of all, let us learn resistors in series. Again, I want to remind you, this is very important topic, so learn it properly. Let us refer to activity 12.4. Join 3 resistors of different values in the series. Connect them with a battery, an ammeter, and a plug key as shown in figure 12.6. You may use the resistors of values like 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 3 ohm, etc. and a battery of 6 volt for performing this activity. Plug the key, note the ammeter reading. Change the position of ammeter to anywhere in between the resistors. Note the ammeter reading each time. Do you find any change in the value of current through the ammeter? What do we have to do? As shown in figure 12.6, we have to set the apparatus. Here there are 3 resistors R1, R2 and R3. So that 3 resistors we have to take, and we can take that of value. For example, R1 we take 1 ohm, R2 we take 2 ohm, R3 we take 3 ohm. And then we have to connect in series. We have to use a battery of 6 volt. And then we have to switch on. For that, we have to note ammeter reading. What does it show? Ammeter reading shows us the value of current flowing through an electric circuit. First, we have to note the ammeter reading. Then, what do we have to do? We have to change the position of ammeter anywhere in between the resistors. This means where we have kept ammeter first, from that place we have to remove it, and anywhere in between resistors we will join. For example, we can join it between R1 and R2, or else we can join it between R2 and R3. And then we have to note the readings each time. So in first case, where it is in series connection with all 3 resistors. Then in second case, we will keep it in between R1 and R2. In third case, we will keep it in between R2 and R3. At last, we will keep after R3. So this way, in each case, we have to note the readings. And then we have to observe. What do you think? What it will be? At last, we will observe through this activity that the value of the current in the ammeter is same, independent of its position in the electric circuit. What does this mean? Wherever in the circuit we keep this ammeter and we note the values each time. Each time the value of electric current flowing through the circuit will be same. This means that in a series combination of resistors, the current is same in every part of the circuit, or the same current through each resistor. Here we have used series combination of resistors, right? So for particular this connection, which connection? Series connection. For particularly series connection of resistors give us same current irrespective of position. Okay, so this you have to remember what it is. In a series combination of resistors, the electric current flowing through the circuit is same every time at every part of the electric circuit. So this you need to remember.